Hello again, and welcome back to Perfect Spiral Capital. My name is Luke Tatum. I'm an authorized infinite banking concept practitioner. Today, I want to talk to you about this approach to really just about anything in your life, but especially business, that I've found extremely compelling and I've found has helped me an enormous amount in my life. That is the idea of ready, fire, aim, not ready, aim, fire. This is the name of a book by Michael Masterson. It's quite the tome, it's quite a long book, and it covers starting a business, the very, very infant stages of a business, all the way up to 100 million plus in revenue, stepping away from the business and letting it be its own separate entity, choosing to what level you might like to still be involved, but being able to step away. And so it's a sweeping commentary on business. I'll encourage you to read the book. We'll link to it below, but this core idea is what I want to talk about today. Ready, fire, aim. What does that mean? Well, let's get into it. Why not ready, aim, fire? Okay, let's talk about business. You want to start a business. Doesn't matter what it is, because this applies to any business. If you want to sell something, let's say you want to start a grocery store. Okay, the temptation, especially for perfectionists, and I won't go on a tangent here about public education, but public education in the United States breeds perfectionists. If you're going to be successful in school, there's a lot of pressure for, perfect attendance, straight A's, etc., etc. And it's not great. But regardless of public education, we have a lot of perfectionists in the world. Some of those people are going to start businesses. And what they're going to feel they should do is to think about what business they want to do. That's getting ready. Think about the kind of business. Think about how to sell it. Think about where to put their grocery store. Think about the marketing plan. Think about who they're going to hire. Think about all these things. Think. And then they aim and they get even more specific. And this is where we're going to put our signs above the produce. And this is where we're going to put our price tag labels. And I'm going to go ahead and write my employee handbook and etc., etc., etc. Continue to work out the details before they've done anything. So this is the trap, is to say, I'm going to build the best business plan ever. Don't do that. Do not do that. 99% of what you are doing in the aim stage, you will have to throw out. Because once you have started your business, you're going to find that your expectations were wrong. You're going to find that. Maybe you struck a gold mine. You found exactly the right location for the grocery store, exactly the right type of grocery store to put there, etc., etc., etc. Maybe you're making profits in excess of what you expected just by happenstance. But the chance of that is essentially zero. And even if that happens, you still have to pivot. You still have to be flexible enough to adapt to changing business conditions. My business, finance, I find myself talking one-on-one or sometimes one-on-two to a married couple, but sometimes one-on-three to a married couple and an attorney, something like that. It's a small conversation setting. It's one-to-one, right? I have found that my interests as a business owner are best served by being as genuine and upfront as possible. I've had to become extremely comfortable being uncomfortable, talking about my own life, how I use my own life insurance policies, etc., etc. That's not what they teach you when you get into the insurance world and the financial world. They teach you to follow a sales script. They teach you to use a selling system, et cetera, et cetera. I don't do that. Maybe that works for some people. I'm sure it does. But me, my services as the unique individual Luke Tatum have evolved because of feedback that I have received by doing business. And that applies to every business. You find a good location for a grocery store, you do a little bit of market research, you get your store open, and then you observe and listen to feedback. It doesn't matter what you want to do, it matters what your customers want. If they want more organic produce and you don't have room because you meticulously planned out your entire show floor, your entire retail floor space prior to opening, and there's just no way. You've already reordered for next week. You already know exactly what you're going to do. You already know when you're going to put things on sale, etc. If you already have all that planned out before you've opened your doors on your first day in business, well, too bad, man. You may not be in business for very long. You need the customer feedback. You need to ask for customer feedback, but you can't do surveys and pay market research companies and pay another market research company. You can't do it all before you open. What people say they will do and what people actually do are rarely in line with one another. And so you get some staff, you get them trained, you tell them more or less what you think might happen, you get the doors open, and you observe and listen, and you make changes. It's the most important thing. And so Ready, Fire, Aim is just this. It's get a concept together, do some advanced planning, make sure you have a product, make sure it will sell. Now, I mean, a grocery store, that kind of square footage, like you darn well better do a little research before you open the doors. But what I'm saying is that you can't be paralyzed into inaction and you can't create a money pit before you even have a way to make money. People need groceries. You don't know exactly what groceries to stock the shelves with, but people got to eat. You know, as long as you're in a good location, you have a good reputation, some of those things, like some people are going to show up at your grocery store. You just need to make sure you're catering to what they need. But if you wanted to start some kind of brand new, never seen before type of business, you need to hurry up and launch. And you need to make sure you can make a sale. If you can't make a sale, you can't get any feedback from people who like your work. If you can't get any feedback, you don't know how to adapt. So don't let this prevent you from launching. Launch in the minimum way. Keep your barrier to entry as low as you can, right? Don't spend all the money before it gets going. Spend some money, get it going, and make sure that you've got something that's scalable. People commit multi-million dollar investments to things that have no chance of success, and you don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person. So don't do it. I hope this video helped. At Perfect Spiral Capital, we love helping entrepreneurs get their finances straight so that they have the maximum flexibility to get their business off the ground. If this is something that you would enjoy talking about with someone on our team, the booking link for every agent is going to be in the description box below, as well as a link to my book, which also covers a few entrepreneurial topics. It's called Between the Lies: How to Reclaim Your Future from the Banks and Wall Street, and it's available in print, digital, and audiobook narrated by me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.